definitely don't want to leave the island without visiting the Port Aransas Art Center. They showcase hundreds of local artists, and they even have a rotating monthly exhibit, so there's always something new to see, not to mention classes and a great gift gallery. Let's check it out. Well, I have stepped into a creative's paradise. I'm here with Gary from the Port Aransas Art Center. Thanks for having me out this morning.
Well, we're glad to have you guys here.
When I'm on vacation, I do tend to seek out kind of the city or the town or the region's kind of creative hotspots, because I think that and food, which everybody knows that about me, those are great ways to get to know a community, right?
Right.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about what you do here.
The Port Aransas Art Center is a creative space for a lot of reasons. We are involved with over 200 artists that show their work here. They are members of the Art Center. The bulk of those people are local Coastal Bend artists, and that's really kind of a cool thing. We do have artists from other cities that are members that show their work here. A very important point is that the Port Aransas Art Center is a nonprofit. We feel that the Art Center's primary function in the community is an educational facility, and so we try to tailor the things that we do towards that. We have a classroom space, and we're teaching classes all the time, and we try to tailor the classes to the general public. We also are involved in the school system in a number of different ways. We have a couple scholarship programs that we work on here.
That is amazing, and I love that, because you're kind of fostering the creative genius in both the young crowd and then really kind of keeping those sustaining artists working. And I think that's really cool. What kind of art will we find here? It seems to be just a beautiful selection of things to look at here.
Well, we kind of represent all media, everything, whether it's woodworking or clay or painting or photography. You'll find all of that here. We actually, this past year, we had our first fiber show ever.
Oh, wow.
And you'll see quite a few fiber pieces in the gallery now that didn't used to be here.
Why do you think art is so important in any community? As an artist yourself and as somebody who curates beautiful art as well, why is it so important to people and for people like you to help support it?
Being exposed to art on a regular basis, I think, gives people a lot of ideas about things that they never even considered before, that never thought about before. And I think that having the opportunity to put all of this work out in front of the general public is just a wonderful, wonderful thing for us to be participating in.
It really is, and it's not just a passive experience for kind of people to come in, visitors to come in and look at the art, but by all means, please, you can take this art, support the artists, and bring a little bit of that Port Aransas creative spirit back home with you, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. All of the work in here is for sale. Every month we have a new show that goes up. The show that's up right now is kind of interesting. It's called 12 Squared, and so the limitation was every piece of work, regardless of what media, had to fit into that 12-inch square. It limits you in some ways, but it frees you in a lot of ways as well, and so it's fun to see how they solve that problem. But we have a new show that goes up every month, and the first Friday of every month we have a reception for the new show. We have some people that come and play music, and we have food, and it's always a good time.
That is really fun. Let's talk a little bit about some of the classes that you offer, especially somebody who might be vacationing and wants a really fun thing to do off beach. Tell us about the classes.
Well, we do have a fun thing that we do typically here. It's called Wine, and Design, and that's a class that's set up so someone guides you through creating a piece of art. And there's always wine involved, so that always helps.
Yeah.
Our most popular class right now is called an acrylic pour, and you're going to get to see and maybe even participate in that process here shortly. We have watercolor artists, and there's a class on teaching people how to take better photographs, and actually on location at the beach and stuff. We also have higher end workshops where we have a major artist come in and teach, and they typically, because of their reputation and their popularity, we make a space available for them to teach those workshops here.
Gary, thank you for letting us know a little bit more about the great work that you do. Obviously, when you walk in the doors, you can see how important this spot is, but hearing about really how important it is to the artists and the community and the students that you serve even has been a real delight. This is definitely a must-stop on your Port Aransas itinerary, friends. Don't miss it.
Yeah, I'm John Morris. I'm a local photographer here in Port A. Moved to Port A 12 years ago and kind of emerged into a second career in photography. Port Aransas Art Center is a nonprofit. We do rely on the public to help us grow and to do our mission. We're getting new artists, we're getting new classes, we're doing so many things. We don't have the space we need to do them as well as we want to do them. So as we look forward, we're going to be building a pottery facility. We're really excited about that. And then from there, we just are looking at our limited footprint that we have for the building and how can we expand on that? I'm fortunate I get to also volunteer here, and one of the big jobs is hanging art. And people think, oh, you just hang it up, just one piece. No, it's one piece that requires like 10 moves. So how do we get more walls? Well, the public is our answer. That community is our answer, that people can reach out and go, we want to be a part of that. How can we help? The Art Center is incredible. I mean, it's like an incubator for artists. It's just an amazing place, and people literally can walk in here and find something that they're going to fall in love with. My photography is almost 99% local landscape. That's what I like to do. It's close to my heart. I'm on the beach literally probably 300 days a year, and that's if I'm not on a boat fishing somewhere else. And I tell people that my photos try to capture a moment in time, that how I saw it and how I felt it, almost more importantly at that moment. Just the ability to wake up at the beach every day. I mean, it's like, people are going, hey, we travel to go see Port A, and I got to travel a minute to the beach. We're right there. 90% of my work seems to be sunrises. I'm just a morning person. Read the paper and then go shoot in the morning, and then find a local restaurant for breakfast.
John is a great example, just one of the many professional artists who are represented here at the Port Aransas Art Center, but they have an entire list of classes and workshops that can help inspire the artist in all of us. What is this medium exactly?
This is fluid art. And just as the name says, the paint is just very fluid.
I love that.
All right.
Art is kind of fluid anyways, right? At least until you're done, at least for me. So I'm very glad to know that mistakes cannot be made.
You cannot make a mistake. It's abstract art, and I know you can do it.
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, I want you to take the stick and drizzle this randomly to start churning these colors together.
A little on the floor. It's okay, it's an artistic space, don't worry.
Good. Add some white right along the edge.
Like a border, kind of?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what you want it to do. Perfect.
I feel pretty happy with it.
It's gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
You did good.
Thank you. How much fun was that? I had no idea I had an artist inside me. Thank you, Port Aransas Art Center, for bringing it out. You can, of course, check out Vanessa's classes and lots of other fun classes on their website. There's a great way for you to also donate and support their mission there. Be sure you also follow them on social media for great events and classes. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, one of my favorite parts of any vacation, the shopping. Make sure to visit their great gift gallery. Bring home a local piece of Port Aransas art.